Alright, so we're going to do a quick base tour. Now this is the inside of my front door. I'm going to show you the outside of the base in just a minute. But I started in here because this is where I log out, of course. I'm not going to open this door. There's no reason to. But this is the base. Now I made a base out of cinder block. Now I actually kind of cheated. No, I didn't cheat. I went and got a base kit, which is basically a huge kit of stuff. You get all the building supplies that you need to start a base. Now let me tell you, I got way more in this build than I was supposed to get according to their website. It was $15, which it's honestly a bit higher than what I expected. Other servers have it a little bit lower for actually a few more materials. But it's okay. I like this one, and I was very happy with this. Now, a lot of the stuff I've put in later. This is just a wall for not for cosmetics, but for visuals. And this is so you can't just walk in if you're standing over there and shoot me straight underneath. I'm going to put more there, but I don't have the materials. But basically, I'm hiding this Ural. Now, this Ural came with my build kit. Now, if you notice, this Ural is a fuel truck. Yeah, they gave me the option. Any Ural you want, any cargo truck you want. I went, what would you suggest? And the guy that was giving me the kit said, well, I would suggest the fuel truck because, and that was it. Once he said fuel truck, I knew right where he was going. So this is the fuel truck that came with the kit. Now the important thing about this is I can pull up any of these vehicles, pull them right up to this truck, and it'll immediately refuel them. It's very important on this server, especially because we don't have automatic refueling anymore. You can't drive up to a gas station and just refuel. You're using fuel barrels for your helicopters and such, and jerry cans for all your vehicles. Not only is it a pain in the butt, it's also dangerous. So the kit was worth it, in my opinion, even if I'd only gotten the basic what I'd asked for kit. The kit that I got was actually much better because the guy that came out was one of the admins, Rusty, great guy. And realized that I hadn't done a lot of base building and started helping. So he did some things that I don't know if you can see. Can you right there in the middle? See that little wall in there? There was gaps. And Rusty, I love you, man. I do. I appreciate the help, but there's gaps everywhere. I had to fill them in. And some of the actual the way things placed in didn't cover as well. As you can see, like right here, there's still a gap that I've got to finish up. There was a gap. This was about a foot wide gap that you could fall through, and then over here as well. Now this is the way it worked out, and I'm fine with it because the way it looks on the outside and the fact that I can fill these up. You can't really get to this and shoot in yet, and you definitely won't be able to once I finish things in. And then I put all this floor up here, and as soon as I get some cinder block, I'm going to just pack it up with cinder block and we'll be finished. So it's a little airy. That's all right. It doesn't get stanky. The admin also gave me, yes, this Vodnik. And I love this Vodnik. I love the ambulance. I really like more of the medic role. If we play D&D, I'm the cleric if I can be. We play, well, this game it goes to Dayz. I'm going to be the guy that's got bandages and a blood bag and an EpiPen and all that stuff. Not that that's the only thing I want to do, but I really like having all those things. So I really like the Vodnik and the ambulance as opposed to the military one. Don't have a lot of use for the military vehicles, just because I don't go running around shooting people with cars. But I found this sitting on the side of the road, and I'm going to sell it. And I found this sitting on the side of the road, and I'm going to sell it. I don't know how much they'll go for, but it's nice. And I found this sitting on the side of the road, and I'm going to keep it because it actually spawns in with new ammo every restart. So, boot, I like it. So here's the basics of the base. It's pretty obvious. That's the garage door. It's a single garage door. I really don't go in and out of that much unless I have someone to help cover me. I've got a Ural sitting outside that I use instead. This back door is a double door. It's an airlock basically. So you go from this door into the next one. It's all cinder block. It's a little room. You close this door and then go open the other one, so no one can actually get into your base that direction. If they break through the door, or they run in while you're trying to leave, yeah. And then I put my safes here just for something I could maybe shoot behind in case somebody is coming in, and then this H barrier. So all of those things basically work together, I'm hoping, to keep anybody from at least getting in the back door. Much more susceptible to invaders is the front door, and that's just something I'm going to have to build an airlock out there once I get more materials. Upstairs, and I went ahead and unlocked this, is the second story. Now, let me tell you about these stairs. When I was putting up all these metal floors, I couldn't reach, so I had to put up a set of stairs, and I just stuck them. One I stuck right over here against the wall, and then I put up a second one once I got up the door, and I messed it up. But here's why I'm leaving it. I really like this, and I'm hoping nobody's around right now, because when you come in, if you run in and you're invading a base, you're going to miss this. You're hopefully going to fall down and break your leg. You know, it's one little thing. I'm going to leave it just in case. So, all right, I've got to check one thing on my doors, make sure they're locked or unlocked. Hang on. All right, just had to make sure of one thing. I thought somebody was coming. But this is basically the upper floor. This would be a landing area for like a little bird. You can drop a mozzie or a little bird in here pretty well. I've also put up some sandbags, and I'm going to put up more basically so that you can get a little bit of cover if you're getting in and out of your vehicle. Right here, realistically, no one's going to be able to shoot me. I hope, at least from that area. And the reason I picked this base area is there's a lot of, like over here, maybe they could come up in a vehicle pretty easy, but basically starting about here, even if you're walking or running up, it's almost straight uphill. Oh, wow, I really messed that up. I haven't looked at that from the top, so ugly. I'll fix all that. There were some mistakes made, let me say. But out here, of course, all this area, if you're coming up, you've only got about 15 yards to your target. So you're not going to get anybody that's going to get you, like, there's probably not going to be anybody sniping from that range over there because of the trees and everything else. And even if they are, as long as they miss their first shot, you're not going to have any worries about them. They'll be shooting at you, but they're not going to be able to hit you because you can move and get behind. Any of these trees will stop the biggest bullet in the game. Just one of those things. This is the outside of the airlock. This was the wall that we were at, of course, inside. This is a large area where there's another door on that side, so you can go in and out. Go up another level, and this is where I parked my big bird. Yeah, the Mi-17. My favorite helicopter. I like the military version better, but I wasn't a hero at the time that I bought this. Now I am. Can you hear Elmo in the background? I have babies. And again, this is the front. This area is more susceptible to fire. You've got anybody up in this area can get a pretty good shot on you. Anybody up in this area, and of course somebody can sit on that ridge or even in those trees and ping you. I'm not as worried about it because I don't spend much time out up here, and unless they're really just camping me, almost ran off. They're not going to be able to get me really. I mean, I'll know that it's coming basically, and even all the way up there. That's within range that I could easily do it. I am going to do sandbags along this wall again. Sandbags around all the exteriors. And this is just some wood flooring. I had to fill in the hole. That's what I was talking about. I'm going to fill this spot in with this little valley is actually just a wood floor. So I'm going to put a cinder block walls in there and keep people from shooting through. All right. Pretty quick. Pretty simple. Not much to the base. The build was really easy. It was the admin's idea to do the split levels, and I think it worked out really well. I've had a mozzie and a little bird sit up here. It does give the potential for people to land a mozzie or a little bird up here, of course, but you've got to face that with anything. You just you lock it up, make sure it's locked and stays locked. All right, so that's pretty much the build, or the base, the build. I didn't do a build on it, a video on the build, because I was having fun, and Rusty came in and started helping me and started slapping out walls out of his personal stock. I mean, it was amazing. And Rusty, if you get this video, man, I really appreciate all the help. I really do, and I hope we're square as far as all that's concerned. Even though, you left another gap over here that I'm gonna have to fill in with sandbags. That's okay. It's okay. It's all right. But yeah, so there's my SUV, my Vodnik, my cargo fuel truck, my 3 military craft, which I'm going to go sell 2 of them very soon and buy a military helicopter, and then a couple Urals outside, and yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. So there you go. There's my basic base. Any suggestions, always welcome. Of course, I'm going to fill up all the holes. You don't have to suggest that. That's going to happen. But if you see any glaring vulnerabilities, let me know. Again, I'm going to put a vehicle airlock on the outside once I get enough cinder block and can build the walls. I'm not going to do it out of wood. And this wall, while it won't stop a bullet or anything really, is simply so that people, if they're outside, can't look in and go, whoa, he's got a cargo fuel truck, and go, get decided they want to blow it up. It's simply for a little bit more security for me. And if I'm down here working in my safes, while I couldn't see the door open, I would definitely see people's feet before they would see me. I think, therefore I could be wrong. All right. I hope you guys are having fun playing whatever you're playing. And again, as always, with the like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really like the comments more. If you see anything I can fix, likes are always appreciated. And hey, subscribers, beautiful. Love you all. Okay, have fun. Abuba.